Am I live? Am I live? All right, I'm live. Hey, 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 everybody, how we doing today? Um, what a wild weekend, huh? Holy cow! Not even what a wild few days. Crazy, 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 crazy. Not even the weekend. Felt like a weekend. Each day felt like 5 days. Woo! But that was crazy. So I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna hang on here for a minute. Before I start talking to see if anybody who wants to catch a live stream wants to log in at the start so they don't miss anything. Litecoin per Rosie, I'm doing good. How are you, my brother? You doing good? All right, all right. All's good, all's good, all's good. All right, I'm almost at a minute here, so here we go. So I wanted to wait about a minute till till we got you know, people who were nearby that wanted to log in while they could. I tried to give a little notice. I know it wasn't much, 5 minutes, but hey, better than nothing, right? So let's see. I don't even know where to begin. I just want to say what a wild few days it's been. But the main thing I want to talk about is the title of my video called The Crypto Cabal and Their Fake News. So basically, I don't even know where to begin. All right. So the first thing is, I personally am kind of happy that there was a pullback. I'm not happy that it's quite as drastic as it was, but in a way, I'm kind of glad because I mentioned last video, if things go straight up, people say, oh, snap, when they see it go down, like it went up so fast, it's going to come down and they start selling and it just starts a cascade down, right? So it's kind of good to go up and kind of level, come down a little bit and level and then go back up. So we saw it come down. Don't quote me on this, but I think we hit the bottom because, like I said in the last video, I like to see it go down and then start to level off and then wait to see if it goes up. If it goes up a little, still hesitate because it might drop again, which it did do today. And then once you see it start to actually make a decent move upward, that's when you get in if you're buying on the dips. That's what I like to do, at least. This is not financial advice. That's just what I like to do. So today, actually, somebody asked me in a comment on my last video if I sold any of my Litecoin. I actually did. When I saw Bitcoin starting to just tear up the chart, I sold about 20 Litecoin. I jumped in and bought some Bitcoin, and I wrote it up. Unfortunately, I didn't get out on time. I actually went on Coinbase when, and I don't know why. I had a voice in my head, and it was my wife called me for dinner, and the kids were on the table, and we're about to eat, and Bitcoin was up almost to 1,400. It was like, and I checked the charts, and it dropped like a big amount. And I logged into Coinbase, and I couldn't log in, and I couldn't log in. I thought it was just my phone, so I went to my laptop, and I couldn't log in. I couldn't log in, and then I went and I ate dinner, and then I came back, and it had dropped a whole bunch. And I was like, oh man, that was kind of an opportunity loss. And then I kind of just hung out. And I usually, when the market's going haywire like this, I usually like to wait until about, I stay up late on these nights till like 1 in the morning, because that's kind of when the overseas market starts to open, and it kind of gives a gauge on which direction things are going to go. And I actually decided just, I'm just going to let it ride how it goes. And I went to bed at about midnight, and it actually didn't do anything until I think about 4 in the morning is when it really started to dip down. So I've been watching the market all day, all day. When it dipped down and it made the move up, I sold Bitcoin and I got into Litecoin, and I bought actually, it was made a little bit of money. I think I bought maybe 22 Litecoin back. So you know, I made out that way a little bit, made a couple $100, big whoop, right? But I'm glad that I'm back in Litecoin because we're getting near that 3 days now when I said Litecoin is about to move. Next three to between today and what's today is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I think by Monday at the latest, could be before that. I think by Monday, by the latest, though, we're going to see a nice jump up in Litecoin if it follows a pattern that it has been following us since the beginning of the year. So what happened? Why did things go down? Something you'll notice in the news today, right? All the news articles, they all say Bitcoin crashed. Bitcoin, dump went down, $3,000 or $2,000, $3,000, right? That's the headline that's out there. Bitcoin crashed and went down $3,000. What they don't tell you over the last couple of days, the Bitcoin is actually up $2,000. They don't tell you that. See, and that's what they're trying to do. First thing they're trying to accomplish is scare the new money from coming in. They're not going to give Bitcoin pulls back, ends up $2,000 for the week. No, they give the headline, Bitcoin crashes down $3,000 in one day, right? So this is the cabal. I call them the crypto cabal now. That's what I'm going to call these elite, these Illuminati, these bankers, whatever you want to call them. They saw it going up parabolic, right? And they knew if it went on for too much longer, that word was going to get out and crap was going to get out of control, right? They came in, boom, sell, sell, sell. They are going to buy their cryptos back, guys. In my opinion, again, not financial advice, in the next few days, we're going to see the market start to creep up again, right? And they may even pull this trick a few times because if you've watched my videos in the past, we talk about how the market, when it would go up, would go straight up, then go over, and then kind of come straight down, right? And this is obvious manipulation when this happens. This is a big whale, a buyer, a crypto cabal person coming in, buying up a huge chunk, making the market run up, and then they were selling out, pulling the carpet out from people, trying to scare people into selling their cryptos. So they tried that for a while, and it stopped working. They tried it the last 2 or 3 times. When they sold, nobody sold. Everybody held. And I think they started to buy the Bitcoin that they sold, and then they went back in and bought up for Bitcoin because they didn't want to lose them. So now I think they're trying a new strategy. They're trying to train us to have the market do run-ups and then crash, right? I don't know. Let's see if this happens again. So they're going to get us used to, the market regularly is going to go up big and then it's going to crash. So when it gets up kind of high, I'm going to sell, and then crash, and I'll buy low, and they'll let you profit a few times. But then they're going to let it go up, and they're going to give it a little dip, and everybody's going to sell, and then woo, off to the races. Watch and see. That's what I smell going on. That's what I would do if I was them, right? If I wanted to get you out of your cryptos and get them. I don't think they have much time. I think they have about I see the real big run up coming in November-ish. Again, like in 2017, just because November seems like that is the time frame when all the major big players are going to start getting into the market. That's the time when a lot of these big things are going to be approved. When Back is supposed to go live. When Back goes live, that is when you'll know that that the cryptocurrency run, bull run. We're already in the bull run, but the major bull run has begun. That's when we're going to see we're going to see the retail investors get in. That's when Fidelity is going to be out of their test phase, and Ameritrade and all these companies that are kind of doing these little test cryptocurrency exchanges are not really live. They're just getting their feet wet, dipping their toe in. They're all going to go live right around that time, and that's when we're going to really see things get out of control. I think they're going to try and shake, though, as many people out for a while, scare people, keep people away from cryptocurrencies until that time. And, they are definitely a criminal cabal out there. So let me go ahead and look at the comments here real quick, and I just want to thank everybody who's logged in. Thank you, everyone who's given me thumbs up. I appreciate that. All the new subscribers. Guys, I've had a ton of new subscribers over the last the last couple days since my last video, I probably picked up about 25 to 30 new subscribers. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And can you hear me okay? I'm outside. It's kind of hot out. I got a fan blowing in the background to keep me cool. And I am drinking a ice cold beverage. I needed to relieve the stress after that big drop, but overall I'm still happy because I got more Litecoin. Wayne, thank you. All right. You already liked Marcus. Thank you. Hey, Steven, how are you? Just bought more Litecoin today. Me too. I picked up 22 Litecoin today. You bought 137. Nice. Glad in TV, like it's going to go all the way down to 2K or something. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's not going to happen. There's too many people that are like you and me that know what's up, and they're going to buy it as long as they have money. When they see these big dip opportunities, chances to get in at cheaper prices, when they know obviously Bitcoin's going to go up to 14,000 again. I mean, it just did a day ago, right? What's to keep it from doing that again? Plus, we have so much more adoption. We have so many more platforms. Yeah, it's not going to stay down. Not financial advice, but just my opinion. Stuart, hey, how you doing? Thanks for logging in. Today was a great correction. What's up, Joe? Yes, I said that many today. We needed a correction. We couldn't have it go straight up, because that's not healthy. That scares people out. When it starts to get a little shaky, they panic and they bud. They get that fear, uncertainty, and doubt because it's gone up so fast. Most investors are not used to this crypto market. They're happy if they get 10, 15% gains in an entire year. When they see, 100% gain or a 70% gain in a day, they freak out. They don't know how to handle it, and they sell. And that's, part of me can't blame them because that's just your natural thought process. But they don't realize that cryptocurrencies are different from other investments, and the fact that it's available to the entire world. Anybody pretty much in the world can buy cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Litecoin, what have you, and that there's a limited supply. So supply and demand is going to definitely drive it. Do you have a Twitter? I do. It's Joe Knows Cryptos. However, I very seldom use Twitter. I should probably get on there a little bit more, but yeah, it's Joe Knows Cryptos is my Twitter. It's trending, number 7 in the world. I bet. I bet. I didn't really check it out on Twitter. I probably should. Yes, Aztec Kane. They do play dirty with our emotions. That's what they try to play with our emotions, and they try to train us. Just like with charting, they try to train us, right? With these, see, they tried to train us with the first thing to scare us out, and it stopped working. Now they've got to try a new method. Their new method is a huge run up, so you can't actually measure that straight up line because it's just a big, huge line, and you don't know where the money's coming from. You figure it's institutions, but you figure it's probably retail. You figure it's just money coming in from anywhere once it just starts going crazy. You know what I mean? So that is hard to tell. And this is a new strategy that they've tried. Let's see if they do it again. If it worked for them, I have a feeling that they will. Only an earthquake will shake me out. I hear you, brother. I'm in for the long haul. Someone sold $101 million of Bitcoin. It's been in a wallet for 1 year. Well, hey, good for them, but I kind of feel sorry for them. But if they have $101 million, they're not hurting for money. But that's all going to get soaked up pretty quick. It's a lot. It's a lot to throw on the market, but it's going to get bought up. Please, guys, hit that like. Yes, Rosie, thank you for reminding me. Guys, please like, share, subscribe, ring the bell if you want to get notified in advance of these live videos. Wayne Arn, hit the thumbs up. Yes, thank you, sir. Yes, if you can hear me fine, good. I'm glad that you can hear me. All right. All right, so Um, Today we see pretty much everything down, except for the stable coins, and Chainlink was the one exception. And I actually held Chainlink just until Binance actually said they were going to stop selling uh, or trading and letting Americans trade, and I just went ahead and I sold all my altcoins. But Chainlink's doing good. It does have technology that is going to be good for the whole crypto market. Um, I believe well, one of the things they have is a partnership with Visa. The other thing they have is they're like a go between, um, and I don't even know how to explain it right now, but yeah, Chainlink is going to be a pretty good crypto, I think, in the long run. Um, oh yes, I did get a message also last week about Litecoin being accepted by over 100 airlines. That's big news for Litecoin, guys. So much good news for Litecoin right now. Um, that I'm kind of glad in a way it took this dip because it let me capitalize on getting a few more Litecoin. I almost today went ahead and borrowed money to buy into the market, and then cooler head prevailed, and I said, "What are you freaking nuts? This is crypto. This crap can drop you know, another bunch, and then it could take a while to go back up. It could. I don't think it's going to happen, but my emotional side and my heart side and even my brain side thinks that we've only begun to see the uptrend in the market. And today was just a pullback. However, I've been wrong before, and I would hate to get caught in that kind of position. So I didn't do it, and I don't recommend that anybody else do that either. But I have to say, my finger was on the button, um, and I pulled away. It was like setting off a nuke. It was like one of those major decisions. Permission to launch, launch. No, don't do it. But anyway, that's kind of my opinion on what happened with cryptocurrencies over the last evening. Um, and where we go from here, I don't see it taking very long to go back up because, first of all, if this is manipulation by the crypto cabal, they are not going to want to let their Bitcoin and such sit around too long to let other institutions or other whales that are not part of the crypto cabal come in and start to buy up their precious Bitcoin, right? Their whole idea behind this is one, to shake out weak hands, to buy their cryptos up along with theirs back. Two, to give a headline in the news to scare people from getting into crypto, saying that Bitcoin dropped $3,000 in one day. That was their goal. I know that they accomplished one of their missions with the headline, even though they don't tell you that it went up 2,000 in 2 days, but they did accomplish the headline. I'm not sure if they accomplished the shaking out of the weak hands because that might have been new money that came in and just went back out. So we'll see if they attempt this again, that is what happened. I kind of figured we'd see a run up and then maybe a slight drop, a little bit level off. I've kind of said we're going to do like steps up and over, which we did 2 or 3 of them. And then we had this big run up and then this big drop down. So that's kind of what I predicted the market to do until the end of the year is when we're going to see that super crazy moonshot. But guys, until then, yes, it's going to keep heading up. And I did put some more money in there today. You don't want to buy on credit. You have too much to lose, man. Absolutely, Marcus. I agree. I was very, very tempted, though, I have to say. If I were single, dude, maybe. Yeah, if you don't have much to lose, you don't have anyone to support, anyone to rely on you know, sometime when you're young, you can roll the dice a little bit, but at my age, it wasn't worth it. You pulled the Trump, permission to launch. Don't do it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I don't know if you heard about that, but I guess Trump was going to bomb the Iranian missile site that shot down our drone that was flying in supposedly over international waters. And at the last minute, he said, "Don't do it," because they told him 150 people were going to die. And he said, no, when they shot down the drone, no actual humans were hurt, and he couldn't see justification of taking 150 lives when none of our lives were taken. However, I do believe Iran is skating on thin ice. I do believe that they are trying to instigate Trump into a war. Trump has actually been trying to stay out of wars and pull troops out of Syria and Afghanistan, and you got all these war-hungry people in the government trying to keep us in it. So he puts up a stern face and talks tough, but I think if push came to shove, he would do it, but I think he'd rather not get into more wars because I think he knows that's what the past um, cabal has done. The people who really control the president, and he doesn't want to be part of that system. I'm not going to buy any more. Don't care. I'm okay with my holding. Yeah, if you've got a nice bag already, and it is getting to the point where it's getting a bit expensive to buy, cryptos. If you have I don't know, just for example, say $50 or $100 to invest a week or a month. That won't even get you one Litecoin anymore, right? So, anyway. So, guys, I'm not going to get too political on here because I notice when I do talk about politics and conspiracy type of stuff that they don't put my videos out to as many people. I've kept an eye on it, and the actual views are almost half as when I just talk about cryptos. So I'm going to just try to keep these cryptos unless something so obnoxiously in my face that I just can't stop talking about, can't comment on, I'll have to say. But anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, uh, kiss your girlfriend, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, hug your kids, pet your pets. God bless each and every one of you. Joe Knows Cryptos signing off. God bless. Have a great night, guys. See you again.